Today, we are in the midst of a war. We have a battle between the three best budget, big and tall carry-on luggage. So let's get started. So before we get rolling, I'd be so happy if you would just subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and click the little notification icon that way you see when I come out with new videos each week. In one of my previous videos, I went over this. I thought this was gonna be the answer to all my problems when it came to big and tall carry-on luggage. This is not the answer. What I found with that bag is that although yes, it had the drop bottom feature that I could fit my shoes into, it had the worst pocket design I've ever seen. And after that video, I made it my personal mission to find what is gonna be the best piece of budget carry-on luggage where you can travel with your big shoes and also fit a decent amount of clothing in. So today we're actually gonna be reviewing 3 bags to see which one is the better fit for the budget, because they're all in the same range. Do keep in mind, these are budget bags. These are not the top of the line, super expensive, gonna last a lifetime. However, I think I've narrowed it down to one bag that you're gonna get a lot of use out of. So stick around to the end to see which bag is crowned the best budget big and tall carry-on. First up, we have the Coolife rolling duffel with 8 pockets. Keep in mind for today's luggage, I am targeting drop bottom duffels. The reason being, I want to have a specific compartment at the bottom of the bag, like this right here, that I can put my shoes in. Because when you travel and you have big feet, you gotta bring your own luggage just for shoes. That's what I'm trying to allow for this carry-on luggage. This bag measures at 22.8 inches long, 12.2 inches high, and 11.8 inches wide. I picked this up for $39.99, so about 40 bucks, which is not bad for a piece of luggage that feels, you know, pretty durable. This thing has probably the most amount of storage you're gonna see in a bag today. If you look at the inside there, I mean, that is a ton of storage. Like, if you're just traveling by car or train or something, that's a lot of room, because there's still a compartment at the bottom for your shoes. It has these little stretchy meshes to put stuff in, like your socks and underwears. One thing that's kind of a bummer, there are no color options. It is gonna be this kind of darkish blue and black. That's all you get. It advertises that it has pockets everywhere, and it definitely does. I mean, look at that. On the side there, there's 2 pockets to carry stuff. There are 2 pockets on this side, 1 zipper, 1 has the buckle here. It has a pocket on each end, which is pretty cool. And then this is why I got it, because it opens up in the bottom and you can put your shoes into it. For me, I wear size 18 shoes. And so when I travel, I usually have to bring my own separate bag just for shoes. That ain't gonna work like that. And that's what I've found. Carry-on luggage with the width that it has, the shoes cannot fit long ways. My shoes are 14 inches long, and there's just not enough room on the inside of these things. However, you can place them like that, which there's not, I don't know, there's not a ton of room here on the bottom, but you can still fit like a toiletry bag right there, and then, you know, put your shoes vertically like this. And then keep in mind, whenever you're traveling with carry-on, you can have 1 pair of shoes in the bag and then 1 pair of shoes on your feet. So really, I mean, if you're traveling by carry-on only, you don't really need more than 2 pairs of shoes, right? Not a bad bag. Okay. Next up, we have the Samsonite Adante 2. Apparently there was a first one, drop bottom duffel. This bag did not start out so hot with me because it says drop bottom duffel, but there's not a separate compartment for your shoes. And that's why I'm targeting this, but I'll show it to you anyways. I didn't show it a second ago on the Coolife bag, but like all these bags today I'm reviewing are rolly bags, you know, with extendable handles. That's one thing I'm also targeting for ease of use. Now, this bag has a random handle here and then a handle at the top. And it has a handle here and not one on this end. I don't understand the handle placement on this. That's a little strange. It has 1 end compartment near the top where the handle is, and there's not a lot of room in there. I mean, I guess you could like toss some headphones or something in there, or your phone, or I don't know. It's not a lot of room in there, but let's open up the inside of the bag. Now this is what frustrated me. On Amazon, it looks like there's a second compartment. It does not do a good job of showcasing the fact that it doesn't. However, now that I have the bag, and then I go back and look on the pictures online, I can see, okay, you can definitely tell there's not a drop bottom part to it. It's calling this extended area a drop bottom. Normally this is, obviously where I want to put my shoes whenever I'm traveling, but this just goes straight to the bottom. And what's interesting, it has about the same internal storage as the Coolife bag did, just no separate compartment for your shoes. So that means that it will fit your carry-on requirements better, but like when you throw your shoes in there, they're just against your clothing. And I'm not a big fan of that. One thing you'll notice about this bag, the reviews on Amazon are pretty rough about this bag, just in terms of quality. I mean, Samsonite is a well-known brand. I don't know how well-known they actually are for their quality. This stuff on the inside, over a couple of uses, I imagine it'll start cracking. The plastic handle is super wobbly and it feels flimsy. The wheels feel like they're not gonna work very long. I mean, everything about this bag screams mediocrity to me, but that's why it's the cheapest of the three. I got this bag for $25. Right now, it's floating around $29.99, so about 30 bucks. It says it's normally like $50. There's no way in hell that I would pay $50 for this bag. I don't even wanna pay $25 for this bag. Next, we have the Amazon Basics Wheeled Travel Duffel. Right off the bat, this bag looks more aesthetically pleasing than the other two. The other two are just basic duffel bags with basic color schemes, but this one has like 8 different color options. You can do black, blue, a greenish color that kind of looks blue, gray like this one, purple, red, and salmon. This has a cushioned handle here on the top for easy grabbing. It has a handle down here at the bottom so that you can grab it in addition to this handle here. So the handles actually make sense on this one, unlike you, Samsonite bag. It feels better than I would say the other two bags are. Like just the durability of the actual material feels like you'll get more life out of it. This does feel a little cheap here, the plastic bottom part, but the wheels definitely feel like they have some toughness to them, which I think is good. So let's get into the bag to see, do the pockets make sense? Can you still use it as a drop bottom duffel? I don't know yet, but let's check it out. Starting out, you have this upper pocket, which I really like. It's lined with like a cloth material, and like when you're rolling your bag, that's like one of those quick access areas. But it also has like a little secret one right here. Like this is a little bitty pocket where you can put some pins, maybe your wallet, something like that. And it's like sandwiched in between all these other zippers, so it's really hard to see. I like that because it's not easily noticeable that you're keeping stuff in there. It comes with these clips. It has 4 of them all around it that help compress the bag down, and you can even tighten it even more, which is good. Next up, we have kind of an upper pocket area. I like the orange on the gray. I think it looks really good. And there's not a lot of room right here. This bag also has a zipper that when you unzip it, it expands the bag itself. That, in addition to these, give you 2 forms of compressing the bag down so that it'll stay like a certain size that you need it, which I like that. Now, when you open this bag up, it has a nice, sizable drop bottom area. It looks like it fits pretty good, so let's check it out with my shoes. My shoes, size 18, 14 inches long, they get bunched up if you put them side by side, but honestly, that's a pretty wide bag. And then you can easily put them like this, have room for toiletries and whatever else you need to put there. That's a pretty good amount of compartment space right here. And then it also has these 2 mesh bags. Now here's the funny thing about this bag that I'm just now realizing. I was thinking as I was going through it, that is a terrible amount of storage, because here's the zipper to go through to the top area, like a lot of these drop bottoms have, and then here's the top area. And I was thinking, kind of like that first bag that I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, most of the storage comes from the compartment and you don't have any room for clothing, and that was the problem with that bag. And the pockets were stupid. But this bag has another compartment I totally didn't even see. So if you open that top area, then you unzip that, and you have, look at that, a sizable storage space in there. And this thing goes, hopefully you can see that. I mean, that thing goes all the way around the inside, and then that is what this lid zips to. And that's good, because like you could easily put some jeans or shorts and some shirts and some underwear and stuff like that right here. And honestly, you could fit like probably 3 days worth of clothing right here, and that's pretty cool. And if, like I said earlier, if you use the compression bags, you can fit even more than that. The measurements for this bag online actually say that it's 21 inches long, 14 inches wide, and 9 inches deep, which is like almost spot on for most carry-on requirements. I feel like it's a little bigger than that. Like if you look right here, I feel like this is 14 inches on the bottom part, but the top part kind of sticks out a little bit. This bag I got on sale for $31.90. It's normally about $40, like $39.99 or whatever. For the quality and what it does, I think that's a really good price. It's right in the middle of the other two, but I think it has more function than the other two, although it does not have the capacity that those first two bags had. All right, everybody. Moment of truth. Which one of these bags do I recommend with the Freaky Tall stamp of approval? It's gonna be the Amazon Basics bag. You could probably already tell that I was leaning towards this bag because as I discovered the inner area that held all the clothing, I was very, very impressed with it. It feels really, really good. A little over $30. It's gonna be really hard to beat this bag. I think it looks nice. It has storage and pockets in the right places. It holds my shoes like I need them to, but then also gives me this really, thick compartment that holds the clothing. I think that this definitely is the winner between these three bags. Okay, everybody, so that was it. That was the fight, the war, the battle. Amazon Basics wins. And although this bag is not designed specifically for big and tall people, it's the best one that I found at this price point that's gonna work for the need that I need it for. Traveling with big shoes sucks. It just does. And so if you can have that little bit of extra storage room to put your shoes into and then still be able to bring clothing with you, and a decent amount of clothing, I think this is gonna be the bag for you. So if you liked this video and it brought some value to your day, I would love if you would just click the like button, the notification bell, so you know that whenever I release a video each week, and then also subscribe if you haven't already so that you can join the Freaky Tall family. If there's anything that you wanna see me review that's meant for big and tall people, or if it's something that is not meant for big and tall people, but you're wondering, will this work for me and my size, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll take a look at it and review it for you. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure having you with me today, and I love the engagement that I'm getting with my audience and the positivity, so keep it coming, folks. It's gasoline to the engine, and I can't wait to continue doing this with your recommendations and ideas, so I am looking forward to seeing you next week. Again, I'm Corey from Freaky Tall Reviews. We'll see you next time.